So let me briefly review. So in the last session, so we discussed about the branching. About the branching. So for the controlling the programming flow. So based on some test condition, the program can go through in this way or the other way. Such a function can be performed by if statement or this question mark statement, or with for the three operator or switching. So first, if is the most straightforward and simple one. For example, if this condition is satisfied, we execute this statement. This statement can be, there can be multiple statement. So in this case, we need to, make it clear by making, it as a block. So if this condition is true, we gonna execute statement in this block that is separated by this curly bracket. Or we also can have the if else. If this condition is true, we execute this statement. Otherwise, if this condition is not true or false, then these two conditions gonna be executed. So we can also use the if else letter. If first condition is satisfied, then we execute statement 1. However, if it's not true, then we gonna move to the next if condition by this else if. So we evaluate this condition 2. If it's not true neither, then we evaluate condition 3 again. So every condition is not true, then finally this default condition statement 4. If this test expression is equal to value 1, then it goes through here, then it executes statement 1. And by the break here, then it gets out of the loop. And if this test expression is equal to the value 2, then it moves to here, then it executes statement 2, then goes on. If any of the values is satisfied, then it actually goes to a default session, then it perform this statement default. So basically, this switch case expression is logically equivalent to this if else. So if switch expression, then if this expression is the value is according to this expression value, if value 1, value 2, value 3, therefore the different sessions are executed. If none of these three values are matched with this expression, then the default value is executed, which is block 4. So this logic is just equal to this if else level. So you can see why easily. Then third one is this question mark and colon operator. So it is, we first evaluate expression 1. Then if this expression 1 is true, we use this expression 2's value. Otherwise, we use this expression 3's value. So this one, flag equal to x less than 0, question mark 0, colon 1. This statement, it means if x is less than 0, then we gonna use this 0 as the whole value of this statement. If it's not, then we gonna use 1. So the flag's value becomes 0 if x is less than 0, or it's gonna be 1 if it's x is larger than or equal to 0. So this the three operators operation is just equal to this if else statement. So this is the three major one we have learned. Any question from the last session? Okay. So and today we're gonna discuss about something start a new chapter, which is looping. Looping. Similarly with this branching, looping is a key component of implementing an algorithm because many programming actually need some repeated task. So, for example, we test something. Then, if this condition is satisfied, we do something. Then it goes back to the first. Then test this condition again. If it's true, we actually keep repeating this body of the loop part. Then repeat and repeat until this condition is satisfied. So if this condition is false, then we go out of the loop, then move to the next statement. This is the basic, the block diagram of the loop. So, but there are two kinds of the loop. One is this test condition is evaluated at the beginning of the loop, but the other one is this test condition is evaluated at the end of the loop, which means we execute part of the loop first, then we test. Then if it's true, we go back, then execute again, then evaluate the condition again. So the difference between this one and this one, in this case, body of the loop may or may not execute it at all. However, in the second one case, this body of the loop should be executed at least once. Is it right? Because whatever this condition, this body of the loop is executed at least once. Is it right? Okay. So that's the difference, but basically, this we can make this one and this one equivalently. So the which one you want to use, it really depends on what you want to do. So for this loop, we're gonna learn about the while, do while, and for. Okay, so the first while statement. I think you already use this while statement in some of the examples in the previous sections. So in this while loop is like that. We use while here, then within this bracket we put the test condition, and using this curly bracket we put the body of the loop. It means until this test condition, while this test condition is true, we're gonna repeat this body of the loop. Okay? So let's see these examples. In this example, we actually declare variable n as an integer type, then assign its initial value is 1. Then we put the sum is equal to 0. Okay? Then we repeat that here the test condition is n is less than or equal to 10. This is the test condition. If this test condition is true, the while repeat the body of the loop, which is sum plus equal to n times n and n plus plus. These two statements are body of the loop. So let's see what happened. So at first n is 1. So at first this test condition is evaluated and check whether n is less than or equal to 10. At first n's value is 1. So this test condition is true. Then this two statement is executed. So sum is, because n is 1, 1 times 1 plus equal, then sum's value is 1. Then here by n plus plus, n become 2. Then we go back to here again. Then we evaluate and this statement again. At the second loop, n's value is 2 because we increase it in the previous loop, but n is still less than or equal to 10. So this one is executed again. So sum becomes 1 plus 2 times 2. So some value become 5. Then n is increased again and again. And again. Then n becomes 3. So this loop is repeated until n becomes 10. Then how many loops it gonna make? So the how many loops is gonna be performed? How many times? 10? Is it right? Yeah, so this loop is repeated by 10 times. Because once n becomes 10, then this statement is still true because 10 is less than or equal to 10. Still true. So then sum is also increased. Then n becomes 11. When n is 11, then now this statement is not true. So this loop is ending. Then it go out of the loop. Then it's print out the sum. Then in that case, what's the value of sum? What's the value of the sum? One plus 2 square plus 3 square plus until 10 square. That's a sum value. Okay? So this while loop is work in this way. Okay, so this is a simple example. So here we want to calculate x power of n, x power to the n. So here first using this scalar function, we gonna get the input of value x and its exponent part n. So x is the floating float and n is integer. Then we want to calculate. Then that value is y is equal to x to the n. And please, write this the hidden part using while statement. It wouldn't be that difficult, so please practice it. Okay? 자, 여러분 이거 해보세요. 별로 어렵지 않죠? 네. 네, 언제나 그렇듯이 여러분 이해를 돕기 위해서 한국말로 한 번 더 설명을 해드리면요. 네, okay, so I'm going to repeat the same explanation in Korean. So if you already understand it, please practice this one. Otherwise, let me explain about the while statement. Okay, so in C, in order to calculate the x to the n, basically you need to multiply x n times, right? So basically you may want to make a loop that is repeated by n times, and in the body of the loop you want to multiply x at each loop. So that's the basic implementation of the x to the n. Okay, so let's see. So what happened here? Okay, so you can actually use the various implementation, but this is my implementation at least. Okay, here basically I get the input x and n. So basically I want to multiply x by n times, which means I want to make a loop that multiply x by n times. So I want to store that value in y. Then in order to make n loop, I need some count. So that count variable is n. So I start from n equal to 1 and y is equal to 1.0. Then I repeat statement, this while statement, until n is less than or equal to n. Okay? So at first, let's think of in this case, 3 to the 4th. X is 3 and n is 4. N is 4. So at first, n is 1 then it's definitely less than equal to 4. So then we multiply, because y is 1, I multiply y to the x, then store it to the y, then increase by m. So in this way, this while loop is repeated because m is starting from 1 by n. So this one is repeated by n times. And in each loop, y is multiplied by x. So the final result is y is x to the x. So that's why I can get the 3 and 81. It's similar, for others are similar. If n is 1, then we just multiply at 1 time, at once. So, because in here n is 1 and n is 1, so this one is executed. But in here, n is increased by 2, then this while loop is getting paused, then we stop here. So how about the n is 0? If the exponent is 0, the value should be 1, always, for all the value. So let's think about n is 0. Then m, in this case, m is 1. So m is 1, and n is 0. So this statement is false. So this whole body of the loop is not executed. So this part is not executed if n is 0. So the y's value is 1 for any value of x in this case. So we can see 0. We can see 1 for when n is 0. Okay? So this is a very simple implementation to the x to the n. Question? Okay? Then let's move to the next statement, do y. Do y is very similar to y, but only difference is test condition is at the end of the loop. So it is like a do, and here is some bracket, and in the bracket we put the body of the loop, and at the end we put the y and test condition. So it is execute the body of the loop first, then test, evaluate this test condition. So whatever this test condition, this body of the loop is executed at least once. But just while loop, body of the loop may or may not execute it. If test condition is false, body of the loop would not execute it. However, in the do while, body of the loop will execute it at least one time, because test condition is evaluated at the end of the loop. Okay? So that's the difference. But basically, the function is the same. Okay, so this is the multiplication table. This is the multiplication table using do while. So please practice this multiplication table with your machine. So once you're done, please change it. So once you practice this sample code using do while, and please change this code just using use while instead of do while in order to get the same output. Okay, so please go on. Okay, so let me little bit announce about the midterm. So the midterm's range is until the lecture number 6, chapter 6, lecture number 6. So we have 1 more week. So as I announced, the midterm gonna be on Monday from 9 to 11:45. So it's the same time with the usual class. And it will be taken in here. So please check which machines are work, because you need to program during the examination. So please check which one is working. And if you have a laptop, because some of the machines doesn't work, so please bring your laptop if you have. So that might be much easier. So the middle term is the same for the final, but middle term will be so because we have in total almost 3 hours. Okay, so we're gonna have the 15-minute paper exam. So in the paper exam, you're gonna be given some, let's say, 10 problems. Then you just mark the right answer, then submit it as a paper. Then rest of the 145 minutes, you're gonna have the programming. So for the programming problems, you need to write the program, and that program, then you need to submit that program to the TA. So I'm thinking by sending an email or just copy using on the USB, so whatever you want. Okay, so that's how the exam will be. Okay. 자, 여러분 다시 설명하면은 중간고사를 다다음 주에 볼 거예요. 다다음 주 월요일 날 이 시간에 여기 이 장소에서 이 시간은 아니고요. 월요일이니까. 다다음 주 월요일 날 9시부터 11시 45분까지 이 장소에서 볼 거고요. 대략 한 50분 정도의 시간을 두고 그 페이퍼 이제 그러니까 종이에다가 문제를 주면 한 10분 정도 나올 텐데 10개 정도를 보고 그냥 종이에다 써서 제출하시면 되고, 그리고 그 다음에 이제 그 프로그래밍 문제가 있을 텐데 프로그래밍 문제는 한 3문제 정도 나오면 그 3문제를 주어진 시간 내에 프로그램을 짜서 제출하시면 됩니다. 그래서 프로그래밍 당연하지만 프로그래밍 세션이기 때문에 프로그래밍 배점이 크죠. 프로그래밍 배점이 크기 때문에 여러분이 좀 열심히 프로그램을 좀 하셔서 그 주어진 시간 내에 좀 익숙해지셔가지고 주어진 시간 내에 뭔가 그 문제를 안 일으키고 좀 하셔야지 될 것 같습니다. 네. So let's get back to this exercise. So it's easy, right? It's easy. So you're gonna understand how it works. So in the outer loop, it repeated from 2 to the 9. Then it actually shows the multiplication of 2 and 3 and until 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that. So the outer loop is printing each row, and within each row, each numbers are printed by inner loop. This one. So it starts from 1. J is equal to 1. By increasing 1, we're going to multiply I times J until J is less than or equal to 9. So it actually shows 2, 4, 6, 8, something like that. And it's the same. And once this inner loop ends, we print out the new line. So it is switch the line. Then I is increased by 1. Then we're gonna start the other the outer loop again for I equals 3. And when I equals 3, this the 9 numbers also printed from 3, 6, 9 to 27. Then it keep looping. So in total, there are gonna be 8 times 9. So 72 loop in total. Okay. So if you want to rewrite this code using while, so you just replace this while statement. Just replace this while statement to move this while statement at the front of this loop, and by removing this loop, then you can do the same thing. Okay? Any question?